gone.
An incredible life story. That's the CBS Morning News for this Friday. Thank you for being here with us. We hope you join us later for the early show. I'm Michelle Miller. Have a great weekend.
For news 24 hours a day, log on to cbsnews.com. CBS News. Experience you can trust.
Julie's just a class act.
She has got her stuff together.
A terrific professional.
Julie, in a word, Ms. Preparation.
The new early show on CBS.
Weekday mornings.
Go left onto Upset Avenue.
Villanova did the impossible. They beat Georgetown, will now go down in history.
The road to the Final Four on CBS.
A doctor's wife, a wild past, a cold-blooded killer, Saturday.
I study every day.
A star's face paralyzed. The video. Next ET.
Hey, good morning. I'm George Estevez.
And I'm Cynthia Demas. Here's what's making news right now. A South Florida attorney is missing this morning. Why police think her disappearance is suspicious.
I'm Lisette Gonzalez in the Storm Center. Strong storms and heavy flooding soaking Broward County. Miami-Dade also dealing with some showers. Will we be expecting more of the same today? Will you need the umbrella? And what about the weekend? I've got some changes on the way for you in the forecast straight ahead.
And new clues into who's responsible for the explosion in Times Square. What was mailed to the Capitol.
And the American Baby Fair is right here in South Florida. We're live this hour with babies, really. A sneak preview of the event and all the goodies for parents and their little tykes.
Very cute when they're sleeping. CBS 4 News this morning starts right now.
From Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys, this is South Florida's CBS 4 News.
It is 5 o'clock on a Friday, March 7th. It's my mom's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mom.
I just figured I'd throw that in there.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Estevez. I hope you are feliz cumpleaños.
There we go.
Yeah.
Excellent. And I hope it doesn't rain on my mom's birthday or anyone's Friday for that matter. Lisette Gonzalez here.
Well, the good news, George and Cynthia, is that for your mom's birthday, George, not raining right now. Radar is all clear. Happy birthday, Mrs. Estevez. And here's your present. We're not dealing with the mess we had yesterday. What a difference a day makes, right? You can see we're not seeing any green right now. This is fantastic news for your early morning commute this Friday. Let's show you a different picture. This is what took place yesterday. You can see all the heavy showers and storms that moved across the Sunshine State right now, still affecting the Panhandle and even Central Florida, and also right now slamming the southeast. This is good news. We do need the rain, and it's good news we got rain yesterday, but had to deal with all that messy flooding. Temperatures are warm, 76 in Fort Lauderdale and Miami. A nice breeze. It's feeling quite tropical, 13 to 15 miles an hour out of the southeast. It will be toasty and muggy today, 85 this evening, 77 with a spotty shower. We've got some big changes on the way for the rest of the weekend. Right now, let's check in with Christina Loren and your early morning drive. Good morning, Christina. Happy Friday.
Happy casual Friday to you too, Lisette. Watch out for a hit and run accident on the northbound Palmetto at Northwest 74th Street in Medley. You'll find that on the shoulder. FHP is still on the scene investigating this incident. Here it is right here. Now let's take a look at some road construction. Watch out for the cones today in Fort Lauderdale on State Route 84 eastbound between I-95 and Southwest 4th Ave. You're going to find closures today between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. as this area undergoes road construction. And here's a live look at traffic headed through the Golden Glades, moving without delay at this time. That's your latest traffic for CBS 4 Traffic. I'm Christina Loren.
All right, Christina, this half hour, the search is on this morning for this woman. The South Florida attorney has not been seen or heard from in 2 days. Police were called out to her home in Plantation, and now they're calling her disappearance suspicious.
It's odd. Melissa Lewis was last seen at a Publix on Plantation Road Wednesday night. Police say they found signs of a struggle at her home, but did not elaborate. Her friends tell us she went through an amicable divorce about a year ago. Now they're worried about her, and they hope she's okay.
We're all just devastated. She has a very small world, but those that she's close to, she's everything to. And she's everything to me.
Police found Lewis's car a few blocks from her home. They're looking through it right now for clues. If you have any information, call Broward County Crime Stoppers 954-493-TIPS.
This morning, Fort Lauderdale police are looking for a third person who beat and robbed a man outside a convenience store. This is surveillance video from February 8th. You can see the victim outside the store. Well, he's confronted by two men who rough him up and take his wallet. Police arrested one of those men, Bruce Antonio Jones. Police say he's the one who put the victim in a chokehold. They also arrested Rivki Tamar. Police say he was acting as a lookout during this attack. A third suspect who you saw in the surveillance video is on the loose this morning.
The man accused of shooting and killing his neighbor after a dispute over their lawn is back home this morning. Lee Macon's attorney says a grand jury did not recommend charges because jurors believe Macon acted in self-defense. On February 7th, police say Macon shot his neighbor Jerome Jackson in Lauderdale Lakes. The two had an ongoing feud over the property line and length of their grass.
In this morning's Campaign 08 coverage at 5:03, there's more buzz behind the rumors of Governor Charlie Crist being the potential vice presidential running mate for John McCain. Crist stood side by side with the GOP nominee yesterday. McCain made a stop at a West Palm Beach dinner to continue his fight for Florida. McCain deflected questions about Governor Crist. Camp says that it hasn't even outlined how to go about picking a running mate. McCain's camp, that is.
Senator John McCain may have locked up the Republican nomination, but the Democratic race is headed for a photo finish. Now, Florida and Michigan voters might be asked to go do a little redo. A revote is what they're calling it. As CBS 4's David Sutter explains, it could come at a cost both presidential candidates may not like.
Call it typical Florida election politics. Once again, our vote is being questioned, the word do-over being mentioned.
1.7 million Floridians turned out to vote. They clearly believed that their votes would count, and I think there has to be a way to make them count.
Hillary Clinton won our primary in January, but because our lawmakers moved up our primary 7 days, the votes do not count. The Democratic National Committee penalizing us for jumping ahead of other state primaries. Our 210 delegates banned from the National Convention.
People turned out in droves, irrespective of what some party bosses in Washington, D.C. said. What they cared about is exercising their precious right to vote, and they did it in record numbers.
Florida's governor just now weighing in with a tight race underway between Clinton and Barack Obama, but the Democratic National Committee isn't hearing it.
When you're in a contest, you do need to abide by the rules. Everybody has to play by the rules out of respect for both campaigns and the other 48 states.
Chairman Howard Dean has given us two choices: appeal our case to a committee this summer or revote. A do-over in the state of Florida could range from $5 million for a mail-in vote to $25 million for a full-blown election.
The state's not going to pay for it. We're not going to pay for it. The DNC isn't going to pay for it. So a third party would have to do that.
So you're saying it's the candidate that would put on a re-election?
That's basically it.
An interesting proposition. Would a presidential nominee be willing to pay for votes in Florida? David Sutter, CBS 4 News, This Morning.
Getting Florida's 210 delegates wouldn't help either candidate clinch the nomination, though, but it could help influence the votes of those all-important superdelegates.
Investigators are trying to determine if there's a link between letters sent to Capitol Hill and the explosion in New York Times Square. The bomb went off outside a military recruiting office yesterday morning. Surveillance video shows the hooded bomber riding a bike and then taking off after the blast. Nobody was hurt in the explosion, but it shut down traffic. Members of Congress received a photo of a man standing in front of that office before it was bombed with a letter saying, "We did it." The envelope also contained a packet of approximately 10 sheets of paper that seemed to be a political statement opposing the Iraq War. We checked with military recruiting offices in South Florida. By the way, a spokesman here says employees at all offices around the country have been alerted and told to use extra caution.
There's a new warning of a possible terrorist attack on the United States. A U.S. military commander says al-Qaeda may be working urgently to launch an attack in order to maintain its credibility, so to speak. U.S. officials say they have not seen any direct threats, but say it would be foolish to think that such threats don't exist.
President Bush is condemning a gunman's attack at a seminary in Jerusalem that killed 8 people. Jerusalem police say a gunman entered the library here and opened fire, killing 8 and wounding 9 others before he killed himself. Many of them were of high school age in Palestine. Thousands took to the streets to celebrate, and Hamas militants praised the operation. A Hezbollah-run TV station in Lebanon said the attack was carried out for one of its leaders killed last month.
More fallout this morning in South America. The Ecuadorian army says it arrested 5 FARC rebels inside its borders. The 5 men were found within a mile of the Colombian border. Ecuadorian troops also searched nearby houses for people sheltering FARC guerrillas. This is the latest in a tense situation among several Latin American countries. It started last Saturday with a Colombian raid into Ecuador that led to the death of a prominent FARC leader along with 2 other rebels.
The annual American Baby Fair is here in South Florida.
We love baby talk, and we're going to get a sneak peek at the exhibits and what to look for over the weekend.
Gas prices for you are on the rise, and not just here in South Florida. We found what's thought to be the most expensive gallon of fuel in the country. Wait until you see how much it costs.
I'm Lisette Gonzalez in the Storm Center. Nasty day for Broward County yesterday with heavy rain and flooding. Miami-Dade also got some shower activity. Are we expecting wet, messy weather today? Maybe a little bit of a break. And what about a cold front on the way? I'll let you know what that means for the all-important weekend coming up.
Well, Florida is one of the worst places for foreclosures. How the state is planning on helping homeowners. Good news finally in this morning's For Your Money.
From Ives Estates to Isla Mirada and from Fair Lawn to Franklin Park.
CBS 4 News is covering your South Florida neighborhood. Good Friday morning, everybody.
All right, come on.
5:08.
I don't know why I'm clapping.
Because it's Friday?
Maybe.
Okay.
Pino Flooring's President's Day blowout sale is going on now. Shop the largest inventory of top quality products at wholesale prices. No matter what you want, Pino's got it. Hurry in to Pino Flooring's President's Day sale.
All new next Rachel Ray, Oprah's Big Give, the show everyone's talking about. Now, O's good buddy Nate Burkus is here to help us with a big gift challenge of our own.
Today at 3 on 4.
Affordable.
Oh, I love that.
Real clothes for real women of all ages. Superstar designer Vera Wang's new fashion line.
Get out of here.
Next Oprah.
Today at 4 on 4.
Cleveland Clinic in Florida introduces the latest breakthrough in healthcare. A phone number, 1-800-639-DOCTOR. Your direct line to arrange an appointment with over 120 top-rated physicians in more than 35 specialties. Cleveland Clinic in Florida is nationally recognized and has one of the most distinguished multi-specialty group practices in the nation. All of our physicians and surgeons have been recruited for their high level of skill and their unparalleled dedication to the care of each patient. By combining technology with outstanding talent, our medical team has pioneered the latest innovative treatments and robotic procedures. 1-800-639-DOCTOR. People come to Cleveland Clinic in Florida from around the world. You just have to go around the corner, right off I-75 in Weston. Most major insurance plans accepted. You wanted better health care, and we answered the call. 1-800-639-DOCTOR. Cleveland Clinic in Florida.
Pino Flooring's President's Day blowout sale is going on now. Shop the largest inventory of top quality products at wholesale prices. No matter what you want, Pino's got it. Hurry in to Pino Flooring's President's Day sale.
This weekend, we're all going to lose an hour of sleep. Worst news all morning. Sunday, we move the clocks forward 1 hour.
Daylight saving time actually comes early again this year, so we can all save money on energy costs at least.
Yep.
But as CBS 4's Robert Lyles reports, that may not be the case.
Spring comes with an unwanted chore at Oakland's Scout Home Hardware.
We're trying to turn the hands of time forward for Sunday's daylight savings is a pain in the hand.
Well, I don't see that it actually has brought us any real benefit, having it come early.
Congress thought different. 3 years ago, our elected officials officially sprang daylight savings forward by 1 month. It's supposed to save 1% in electricity use every day. Australia thought the same thing, says UC Berkeley economist Ryan Kelly.
With daylight saving time in the spring, sunrise came after 7 in the morning.
But the Aussies got it wrong, Kelly says. They didn't factor in Australians would turn on more lights and more heaters because before 7 a.m., it's still dark.
Overall, there was no net change in energy use.
Surely the Aussies did something wrong. So UC Santa Barbara studied early daylight savings in America's heartland, Indiana, and found
that there's actually an increase in electricity consumption in these counties that switched to daylight saving time.
Researchers found it's hotter late day, and people are arriving home from work at the hottest hours of the day. That meant turning on more air conditioning, and that means more electricity.
That's 1 to 2% of a big number. That's a lot of power.
Not only did Congress follow a flawed Aussie model, says Kelly, they followed a study that
it was 30 years old.
And nothing has been updated in 30 years?
Until now.
Now explain that to someone who'll spend the next few days trying to turn time forward.
Completely disappointing.
All right, that was Robert Lyles reporting. Now write yourself a note so you remember to move those clocks forward 1 hour on Sunday. And so many cell phones are already programmed and they just do it themselves. But don't rely on that because, you know, you don't want to oversleep for work, right?
No, and I just fixed my watch to fall back last week, finally.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you did?
Now I have to move it up.
Interesting. So we're losing an hour's sleep, so that's the only thing that I'm not crazy about.
No kidding. Are we crazy about the weather, though?
Actually, this morning, it's nice. You know, yesterday around 1 o'clock, the thunderstorms just started firing up, especially in Broward. A severe thunderstorm warning was issued by the National Weather Service and over 4 inches of rain in Hollywood. Dealt with some flooding, dealt with a whole lot of rain. I'm going to show you that picture in just a second. Right now, let's show you the picture going on right now. This is radar showing us that everything is settled down drastically, quiet, calm, and dry, and we like that for the early morning rush, right? You can see all the way from Broward, Miami-Dade County, Homestead, down even into the Keys, all of the shower activity and that messy weather, downright nasty for you in Broward. You know what I'm talking about. Has moved up to the north along with that warm front. Let's go to WeatherBug and show you those temperatures on the warm side as you get up this Friday morning. Happy Friday, by the way. Lauderdale by the sea, 75 degrees, 73 in Fort Lauderdale, 74 in Pembroke Pines and Miramar, 74. Let's move a little farther south. Miami-Dade didn't get as much as the rain as Broward did, but still a little bit of shower activity in El Portal. Miami, 75 degrees right now as you wake up and grab that cup of coffee, 74 in Key Biscayne, and just switch to 75. Instantaneous live WeatherBug conditions, 76 in Homestead and down in the Keys. We're already looking at the upper 70, 78 in Marathon, and down in the Conch Republic, not as bad, 74 in Key West. So let's show you that picture. Take a look at this, all of the green and the yellow and the red indicating those strong storms that moved across Broward, especially. It came down really hard yesterday, led to some street flooding and caused some troubles out there on the roads and the highways. And also we even had some rain across the Big Bend area. Now that warm front is lifted to the north, taking all those storms with it. And now Central Florida and the Panhandle dealing with most of the wet weather, and also the southeast getting some much needed rain. So that is good news. Let's take a look at what's working in terms of that breeze. A nice southeasterly breeze, winds kicking about 12 to 15 miles an hour, helping to usher in that moisture from the Atlantic waters. So it is very, very sticky. I can't stress that enough. It's going to be kind of a frizzy Friday for you ladies. 20 degrees in Chicago, 3 below in Minneapolis. Ooh, 20 in Denver, 31 in St. Louis, but down here in South Florida, waking up with the 70s. So here we go. The warm front getting out of our way, taking the storms with it, leaving us with the humidity and the moisture. Thunderstorms firing up to the north. For the rest of the day today, we can't rule out the possibility of a shower. A mix of sun and clouds, warm, breezy, and humid. Now, tonight into tomorrow morning, a cold front is approaching, so it could get stormy once again tonight into tomorrow. Be ready for that if you're headed out. Grab your umbrella. 85 degrees, the high for today, going to be hot and humid. Small craft caution, in fact, if you're boating. And tonight, 70 degrees, becoming cloudy and showers developing. By the way, tonight we have the Feast with the Beast over Miami Metro Zoo to benefit the Zoological Society. Also, Gables Gallery Night and Carnival on the Mile, so very warm and breezy for that. For your Saturday, Ocean Drive 5K run Run going to be stormy to start, and then Carnival on the Mile continues. So just keep that umbrella handy. And for Sunday, we're seeing Carnival on the Mile, cool sunshine, beautiful day to get out there. Here's what's working. We've got 85 today, 77 for your Saturday. Sunday, 72, a chillier breeze, 76 on Monday, warming it back up to 81 by Wednesday. Let's go to Christina Loren right now. Actually, you can always go to CBS4.com and click on weather right there. You'll have access to the weather, the radar. Right now, we'll talk to Christina Loren about the traffic. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning to you, Lisette. We have a hit-and-run crash in Medley this morning on the Palmetto Expressway northbound at Northwest 74th Street. There's no associated roadblock. The impacted vehicle is on the shoulder, but law enforcement is still on the scene investigating. Here's a live look at the Palmetto Expressway at 122nd Street, where traffic is already picking up this morning as the 6 a.m. work crowd heads out the door. And here's a live look at traffic headed in and out of the Golden Glades. Traffic here is moving up to speed at this time. Remember, you can always check out gas prices, the cheapest in South Florida, on our website, CBS4.com. And George Estevez, I've got a gift idea for your mom. Full tank of gas this year.
Yeah, no kidding. Everyone should get a full tank of gas, Christina, because this morning we found, what's thought to be the most expensive gas station in the country. It's an Americo gas station in the tiny coastal town of Gorda. That's in Central California. They're selling premium for $5.39 a gallon. $5.39. Regular's even going to cost you more than $5. So even though gas is pricey here, by the way, we checked, it's $3.32 in Miami and $3.35 in Fort Lauderdale. Be thankful you're not paying more than $5.
And if you're in California, fill up before you go to Gorda. Hey, the Broward Sheriff's Office is teaming up with the Florida Highway Patrol this morning to step up their Move Over campaign. They're going to have new signs, videos, and printed material to let drivers know a little bit more about the Move Over law. Do you know what it is? The law requires you to change lanes, to actually move over one lane, if you see an emergency vehicle on the side of the road with its lights on. Last year, there were 200 injuries involving police cars stopped on the highway. So if someone's pulled over, you got to move out of that lane.
A lot of accidents happen that way.
Oh, yeah.
5:18 on this Friday morning. Foreclosure is on the minds of many homeowners right here in South Florida.
And in this morning's For Your Money, consumer investigator Al Sunshine will show you how to prevent losing your property.
But first, a look at what's happening in South Florida. You're watching CBS 4 News on a Friday morning.
I'm Jeff Katz. For 33 years, Dolphin Carpet & Tile has been installing floor covering quicker and better than anyone. If you need new flooring, come to Dolphin Carpet & Tile. Our pros will install it for you. I'm way too old for that.
It's an all-new Bears. 500 name brands full of fashion, quality, and new designs arriving every week. Now the Bears Difference event gives you 500 reasons to discover what's new. The Trump Home Collection, the ultimate in luxurious living. The timeless Smithsonian Collection. And the welcoming Better Homes and Gardens Collection. Plus so much more. Lowest prices guaranteed. 24-hour delivery. The Bears Difference event on now. Visit bears.com now and see what's waiting for you.
The World Golf Championships CA Championship is coming to Doral. See the world's best players take on the infamous Blue Monster from March 17th through 23rd. For tickets, visit worldgolfchampionships.com or call 1-866-4WGC-TIX. Get your tickets today.
Get up to $2,500 off every new 2008 Kia Sportage. Only at Bill Settles Kia, Northwest 36th Street and 32nd Avenue, just 10 blocks east of the airport.
I'm Jeff Katz. 33 years ago, I founded Dolphin Carpet & Tile. Our founding philosophy is still the same. We sell all types of flooring for less than anyone. We stand behind our products, and we appreciate your business. Come and see us at Dolphin Carpet & Tile.
Welcome back to CBS 4 News this Friday morning. I'm George Estevez.
And I'm Cynthia Demas.
Florida lawmakers are stepping in now to try and fix the record number of foreclosures facing all of us in the state.
And that is not all. The state is also warning you about a potential money scam. CBS 4 consumer investigator Al Sunshine has this morning's For Your Money.
State lawmakers are opening new hearings in Tallahassee to find some new ways to keep financially strapped homeowners from losing their properties. The latest figures from the Mortgage Bankers Association confirms what we've been reporting for several months now. Residential foreclosures climbed to a record high the end of last year, and Florida continues to be one of the worst hit states in the nation. Now, with so many foreclosures here, several new bills have been proposed in the state legislature aimed at banning so-called subprime mortgages, making prepayment penalties and end-of-loan balloon payments illegal, and giving homeowners facing foreclosure a 3-month grace period to find new financing. The proposals in both the State House and Senate are expected to be bitterly opposed by the banking and finance industry. Is the real estate crash finally bottoming out? Well, the latest figures from the National Association of Realtors shows its index on pending home sales was basically the same in December as it was earlier in the year. Now, while the bad news is it really hasn't improved, some realtors say it at least shows the market is not getting much worse, and they hope that it could be a possible first sign that the real estate market may be stabilizing. And I've got a new warning from Uncle Sam about those tax rebate checks. The Federal Trade Commission warns taxpayers to be very careful about any emails, calls, or letters you may get offering to help you process your request for those financial incentive payments. They're better known as tax rebate incentives. Remember, this year's tax return determines your family's eligibility. Now, if you have any questions about your taxes, tonight from 5 to 6:30 p.m., our Neighbors for Neighbors phone bank will be available live to answer all your tax questions. And hey, got your own special way to save money for you and your family? Well, just send them to cbs4.com/consumer. We want to hear about them. For your money, I'm Al Sunshine, CBS 4 News This Morning.
All right, good ideas.
Yeah, from 5 to 6:30 today on CBS 4, you can call in our Neighbors for Neighbors hotline for some tax tips.
All right, hey, all the help we can get, right?
Yeah, hey, the Russian Sun Festival is celebrating the end of winter.
How one tradition incorporates a yummy breakfast food. Pancakes for everyone this morning. Ooh, I'm hungry. You're watching CBS 4 News This Morning.
Colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in the United States, but getting screened can detect this cancer early when it's most treatable. With proper screening, early detection, and minimally invasive surgical options, most people can beat colorectal cancer.
Learn more about colorectal cancer. Then talk to your family, friends, and pharmacists, and most importantly, your physician about your personal health risks. Log on to colonsurgeryinfo.com for more information.
I can't fly on this side. What's the big difference? I can't believe you asked me that. We're over there. That's our seat. I can't believe you asked me that. I never fly on this side. Now I'm going to be upset the whole flight. Come on, come on.
Good news. They're not sitting next to you. More good news? It's time for Toyota's 31 Days of Deals event. Now, lease a stylish and powerful new 2009 Toyota Camry LE for $239 a month for 48 months with $1,299 down. Toyota, moving forward.
It's all wet and soggy. I think you forgot to put the top.
Winners take their chance at a 2008 Mercedes SLK Roadster or a custom chopper from 8 until 10 p.m. every Thursday in March at Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek.
Here's a look at some of the stories hot on CBS4.com right now. Do you get nervous every time your teenager gets behind the wheel? A new teen tracker helps you keep your cool by keeping an eye on your kid. For more on this story, check out the consumer section. And he's the last American-born veteran of World War I. How he was honored by President Bush in our water cooler section. The 107-year-old World War I veteran.
Wow. Hey, love them.
Yeah?
Pancakes.
Love them too.
You do?
Sure do.
Cracker Barrel's the best.
Really?
Yeah, but they're also very good in Moscow, apparently. It is a pancake lover's paradise in Moscow, Russia.
Hundreds of people gathered in front of St. Basil's Cathedral yesterday for the Maslenitsa celebration. According to Slavic mythology, Maslenitsa's is hundreds of years old. It's a festival to mark the end of winter. The week-long celebration features music, dancing, and of course, pancakes. At the end of the week, a straw statue is burned.
Tradition.
L'chaim.
When it comes to time for dinner, you have to worry about more than just pancakes.
Sometimes the side dish gives us the most trouble, really, but Mr. Food's making it simple with a delicious recipe for Southwestern layered rice.
We get into the same mealtime ruts week after week. And it's not enough that we're worrying about what to make for our main course. There's the side dishes. I mean, they tend to get ho-hum too. Well, let's take plain old rice and turn it into wow. In a bowl, we blend together 2 cups of sour cream, a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. In another bowl, we combine 3 chopped scallions, a 1/2 cup of bacon bits, and 3 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. Okay, we evenly spread a cup of the cooked rice into a sprayed 2-quart casserole dish, and we top that with 1/3 of the sour cream mixture, then 1/3 of the cheese combo, repeating the layers 2 more times, and ending with the cheese mixture on top. It goes into a preheated 425-degree oven for about 30 minutes till it's bubbly and brown around the edges, and that is it. And if we prefer cooking and crumbling our own bacon, that's fine too. And we can add some chopped cilantro to one of the layers if we want. Either way, we've got a zesty Southwestern style side dish worthy of any main course. And when they start spooning out all the contrasting layers of those traditional textures, there's your wow. Look, if you'd like the recipe, just send a self-addressed stamped envelope marked Southwestern Layered Rice to me, Mr. Food, right here at the station, or pick it up online for breaking our mealtime rut. And with family or company, it always comes out as, ooh, it's so good.
Ooh, it's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I like that one. For more about today's Mr. Food segment or any you've seen here, visit us online at CBS4.com. You'll find everything you need to know to get cooking.
All right, coming up next at 5:30, a South Florida attorney is missing this morning.
Yeah, we're live with what a friend has to say about this mysterious disappearance.
And a jewelry heist leaves one man missing his diamonds. How much the bag of jewels is worth.
I'm Lisette Gonzalez in the storm center, Broward County. You got slammed with strong storms and flooding yesterday. And Miami-Dade, we got some showers as well. So are we going to be dealing with more of the shower and storm activity today as we head into the weekend? Are we going to get a break? And what about cooler, drier weather? It looks like it's on the way. I'll have the forecast straight ahead.
And a South Florida police department is banning tattoos. Why officials say the new rule will clean up the image, but those who are inked say otherwise. You're watching CBS 4 News this morning. Good morning, everyone. It's 5:29.
Pino Flooring's President's Day blowout sale is going on now. Shop the largest inventory of top quality products at wholesale prices. No matter what you want, Pino's got it. Hurry in to Pino Flooring's President's Day sale.
Taste Papa John's perfect pan pizza and experience Pandemonium, a large pan crust deep enough to pile on the toppings, and zesty Robusto sauce. One taste and you'll be a pan fan. Get a large 3-topping pan pizza, only $12.99. It's better than ever. And shoot for 2. Buy 2 20-ounce Cokes online and get a free Coke Zero.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Pandemonium. Taste it.
It's the kickoff of Anniversary Month at Rooms to Go. This Saturday for 4 hours only, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. only. Rooms to Go is celebrating with incredible doorbuster coupon values. So check your newspaper. Get your doorbuster coupons for amazing store-wide savings. And take advantage of the most worry-free, interest-free financing anywhere. Just pay the tax, relax, and make your first payment in 2 years. So shop early, Saturday 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. for doorbuster coupons at Rooms to Go.
Pino Flooring's President's Day blowout sale is going on now. Shop the largest inventory of top quality products at wholesale prices. No matter what you want, Pino's got it. Hurry in to Pino Flooring's President's Day sale.
From Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys, this is South Florida's CBS 4 News.
Good morning. It's 5:30 on Friday, March 7th. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about weather now to get your Friday going, and talking about Outside is Lisette Gonzalez. How is the outside?
Well, the outside is looking pretty good, George and Cynthia. Happy Friday to you, and happy Friday to you at home. I'm sure you're happy the weekend is finally here, and you'll be happy to see the radar this morning because we're not seeing the nasty mess we had yesterday. Broward, you know what I'm talking about. This is what's going on. All clear, no green, relatively dry across most of the mainland from Broward all the way down to the Keys, but quite a different picture yesterday. Yep, very messy, flooding, strong downpours, and you can see right now all that action is moved to the north. Good news, at least for your early morning rush. We did need the rain, so of course we were grateful for that. Temperatures right now a little bit on the mild side. 76 in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, 75 in Pembroke Pines, and the winds pretty strong out of the southeast, ushering that tropical moisture 12 to 15 miles an hour, warming up to 85. Can't rule out the possibility of some showers, especially this evening. Could get stormy again, but we have a cold front on the way, and we'll talk about that coming up. Right now, let's check in with Christina Loren, see what's working on the roads and the highways. Good morning, Christina.
Good morning to you, Lisette. Good morning to you at home. Finally a Friday. We do have a new accident in North Miami Beach on I-95 southbound at US 441. You might find a lane blocked here. Traffic on I-75 southbound is moving right along at this hour. No accidents to report in this area, and you can expect a smooth ride all the way from the Turnpike to the Palmetto Expressway intersection. Let's take a live look now at the Palmetto at 122nd Street, and you can see here traffic is moving up to speed. That's your latest traffic for CBS 4 Traffic. I'm Christina Loren.
All right, thanks for that, Christina. This morning, the search is on for this woman. The South Florida attorney has not been seen or heard from in 2 days. Police were called out to that attorney's home in Plantation. They're calling her disappearance suspicious.
CBS 4's Shari Williams joins us live this half hour. She's outside that home. Shari, at this point, why do police think there could be foul play?
Well, George and Cynthia, investigators say they found evidence that a clear struggle took place inside the garage here at this home. Of course, that leads them to believe that there is definitely some foul play involved in this case. Let's show you a picture of this missing person. This is Melissa Britt Lewis. Now, she's a lawyer here in Fort Lauderdale. A friend tells us Lewis lived a quiet life. She had no children and not married and went through an uneventful divorce about a year ago. Another suspicious detail, Melissa's car was found a short distance from her house. There was no sign of Melissa. Police are now combing her vehicle looking for any other clues. She was last seen Wednesday. A friend says she went to Publix, and that was the last anyone knows about her whereabouts.
We're all just devastated. She has a very small world, but those that she's close to, she's everything to. And she's everything to me.
And police are asking for your help this morning as Melissa Britt Lewis had a very small world. If you know anything about where she may be or any details in this case, you're asked to call the Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. We're live in Plantation. Shari Williams, CBS 4 News this morning.
All right, thanks, Shari. Time now is 5:34 this morning. The search is on for a driver who hit a family and never hit the brakes. The driver struck the family from behind, hit the mother, her 11-month-old child, and the infant's aunt. It happened near Southwest 3rd Court and 2nd Avenue yesterday in Deerfield Beach. Authorities are now looking for the vehicle, described as a dark sedan. The family is expected to be okay.
This morning, police are looking for robbers who pulled off a jewelry heist in the Pembroke Lakes parking lot. Take a look now at the surveillance video. You see 3 vehicles pull up to the small parking lot. Several men jump out and smash a car's windows while a diamond wholesaler was inside. The robbers grabbed a bag full of diamonds worth about $500,000. The wholesaler wasn't hurt in this jewelry heist.
This morning, a memorial service is set for the firefighter shot and killed during that rampage shooting at the Wendy's on Monday. Lieutenant Ray Vasquez died when Auburn Blake opened fire at the fast food restaurant in West Palm Beach. Blake shot and injured 4 others before killing himself. Vasquez's widow spoke publicly for the first time yesterday about the loss of her husband and about the man accused of killing him.
For a reason, and I'm thank God every day for giving me the 13 years that I had with him. I can't forgive him yet. I'm still very angry, but I also know that he has a family that is just as confused and as angry as I am.
Palm Beach County Firefighters Benevolent Fund.
5 children. And a memorial sits right outside of the Palm Beach fire station where Vasquez worked. The memorial service for Vasquez will be held at the Cruzan Amphitheater off Sandsbury Way in West Palm this morning at 11.
At 5:36, a judge may consider holding Miami's chief of police in contempt of court. Miami's civilian investigative panel asked a circuit judge to sanction Chief John Timoney yesterday. Timoney has refused to respond to subpoenas from the group that investigates alleged police misconduct. It is probing Timoney's acceptance of this free Lexus SUV, an arrangement exposed by a CBS 4 News investigation last year. Timoney's lawyer argues the civilian panel doesn't have jurisdiction over the chief.
This morning, a woman caught on camera abusing her child at an Orlando car wash has turned herself in. Check out this video. You can see the woman right here holding her child under the high-pressure hose right there as the little girl struggles to get away. That was her idea of punishing her. Deputies say the hose is so powerful the spray could feel like a rug burn. Police say the mother could face charges. A warning, there are cameras everywhere.
5:37 is the time right now. New this morning, millions of Haitians are starving while food is rotting in the nation's ports. Haiti's government is trying to rid its ports of corruption, and the series of reforms and new requirements are leading to cargo shipment backups all the way to Miami. Haitian cargo handlers are trying to empty and inspect every container. A USAID worker says dozens of food rots before it even passes through customs, and authorities are forced to then burn it.
This morning, a hope that some fish, yes, some fish, will work hard enough that our canals won't overflood. Here's how it works. There's an invasive non-native plant clogging our canals, okay? So 20,000 grass carpfish were released into the Everglades by the South Florida Water Management District. The 10-inch fish like to eat those plants, so if they do their job, they can save the state from paying for more expensive chemical treatments.
Nature is amazing. Hey, Miami-Dade County Commissioners honored a Good Samaritan for rescuing a woman who was trapped in a burning car. William Calcoa received an award for his bravery yesterday for saving Christina Richards' life. Last year, Richards lost control of her car just east of Snapper Creek Expressway and slammed into a pile of concrete. While her car burst into flames, Calcoa raced into action.
And all I hear is screaming out of there. I know it was a girl screaming. All of a sudden, I just started running. I don't know what went into me. I just started running. I've never ran so fast in my life before. And then I see her trapped in the car. I ran like 100 miles with her through the grass and called the cops, everything, ambulance.
At the ceremony, Richards gave Calcoa a simple yet meaningful gift, a bag filled with Lifesavers candy.
Very cute. Nicely done.
All right, we have more news to get to on the other side of this break, so don't you go anywhere.
Yeah, Emilio Estefan, husband of singer Gloria Estefan, makes a big movie debut in South Florida. What the film's all about.
Also, we'll have a check of your weather. Lisa Gonzalez right there in the Storm Center.
That's right. We're going to talk about the washout yesterday, all the rain, the flooding in Broward especially, and what we're expecting for today and the rest of the weekend. A cold front is approaching, and that may be cooling us down and drying us out. We'll have the forecast coming up.
And Carnival Miami takes over Coral Gables tonight. Where to go to take part in this year's festivities. You're watching CBS 4 News this morning on a Friday. Keep it up.
Pino Flooring's President's Day blowout sale is going on now. Shop the largest inventory of top quality products at wholesale prices. No matter what you want, Pino's got it. Hurry in to Pino Flooring's President's Day sale.
City Furniture now offers same-day delivery 7 days a week. Now you can get the furniture you want when you want it. Just go into your nearest City Furniture showroom today and we will deliver your new furniture tonight. Plus, you'll enjoy no payments for 1 full year and no interest. Same-day delivery 7 days a week. What a concept.
Oh, that's great. Okay, ladies, after we talk about the book, we can have some cake.
Fine, loved it. Didn't read it.
It's the highlight of any occasion, the Chocolate Ganache Supreme from the Publix Bakery. With 4 layers of cake and whipped topping, it's covered in chocolate ganache made from scratch, then trimmed with rich fudge icing and garnished with a fancy chocolate bloom. It's just one of the decadent desserts you'll find at the Publix Bakery.
I love book club.
Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Cleveland Clinic in Florida introduces the latest breakthrough in healthcare, a phone number.
1-800-639-DOCTOR. Your direct line to arrange an appointment with over 120 top-rated physicians in more than 35 specialties. Cleveland Clinic in Florida is nationally recognized and has one of the most distinguished multi-specialty group practices in the nation. All of our physicians and surgeons have been recruited for their high level of skill and their unparalleled dedication to the care of each patient. By combining technology with outstanding talent, our medical team has pioneered the latest innovative treatments and robotic procedures. 1-800-639-DOCTOR. People come to Cleveland Clinic in Florida from around the world. You just have to go around the corner, right off I-75 in Weston. Most major insurance plans accepted. You wanted better health care, and we answered the call. 1-800-639-DOCTOR. Cleveland Clinic in Florida.
Love and diamonds are forever. Show your love with diamonds when you buy from Ocean Jewelers. Direct diamond cutters and importers for over 40 years. See our large selection of diamonds in all shapes and sizes. Guaranteed to satisfy every budget. And if you have money problems or just need some extra cash, come to Ocean Jewelers. Bring in your diamonds, jewelry, and watches for a free evaluation. You'll get the highest prices paid in cash. We can also offer you a pawn cash loan at 5% interest. The lowest rate in Florida. Ocean Jewelers, the diamond store in downtown Hollywood.
Lease a brand new Nissan Altima from only $129 a month for 24 months. Bill Side of Nissan, 10500 Northwest 12th Street, just across from the Miami International Mall.
Pino Flooring's President's Day blowout sale is going on now. Shop the largest inventory of top quality products at wholesale prices. No matter what you want, Pino's got it. Hurry in to Pino Flooring's President's Day sale.
All right, like it or not, this weekend we all lose an hour of sleep. Sunday, we have to move our clocks forward 1 hour.
Yeah, daylight saving time actually comes early again this year, so we can all save money and save some energy.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah?
But as CBS 4's Robert Lyles reports, may not be the case this time.
Spring comes with an unwanted chore at Oakland's Scout Home Hardware. We're trying to turn the hands of time forward for Sunday's daylight savings. Is a pain in the hand.
Well, I don't see that it actually has brought us any real benefit, having it come early.
Congress thought different. 3 years ago, our elected officials officially sprang daylight savings forward by 1 month. It's supposed to save 1% in electricity use every day. Australia thought the same thing, says UC Berkeley economist Ryan Kelly.
With daylight saving time in the spring, sunrise came after 7 in the morning.
But the Aussies got it wrong, Kelly says. They didn't factor in Australians would turn on more lights and more heaters because before 7 a.m., it's still dark.
Overall, there was no net change in energy use.
Surely the Aussies did something wrong. So UC Santa Barbara studied early daylight savings in America's heartland, Indiana, and found
that there's actually an increase in electricity consumption in these counties that switched to daylight saving time.
Researchers found it's hotter late day, and people are arriving home from work at the hottest hours of the day. That meant turning on more air conditioning, and that means more electricity.
That's 1 to 2% of a big number. That's a lot of power.
Not only did Congress follow a flawed Aussie model, says Kelly, they followed a study that
it was 30 years old.
And nothing has been updated in 30 years?
Until now.
Now explain that to someone who'll spend the next few days trying to turn time forward.
Completely disappointing.
That was Robert Lyles reporting. Now write yourself a little bit of a note. Remember to move your clock forward 1 hour on Sunday.
Yes, and you get an extra hour of daylight during the week, so it's going to be kind of cool.
That will be kind of cool, and actually it's going to be kind of cool on Sunday, so that's another little note. Maybe you'll need a light sweater on Sunday, but not until then. It's going to be warm and sticky today, and yesterday, boy, was Broward hit hard.
Right.
We had a severe thunderstorm warning around 1 o'clock. I want to show you some live video. You can see the streets turned into rivers, and you can see folks trying to dodge those showers. Cars were stalled and stuck in the streets. Take a look at that. Parking lots turned into lakes. And right now I want to show you some of the rainfall totals from yesterday's deluge, because we had over 4 inches of rain in Hollywood, almost 5 inches of rain for you. And you can see 2 inches and 3/4 for Davie, almost 1.5 inches there for Pompano Beach. Look at that. 3 1/3 inches of rain for Fort Lauderdale Airport. Wow, did we see some strong storms move across the area and cause some flooding, even pea-sized hail reported, strong gusty winds. And we'll head a little farther south and see that Miami didn't get hit as hard, but we did have some showers move across your neighborhood. We had about 1/2 inch for El Portal and about 1/4 inch for Hammocks. And you can see for Opelika, Sunny Isles, South Beach, Miami, and Homestead really didn't get all that much in the way of wet weather. And basically we're expecting some changes today because the warm front that brought us that stormy, messy, downright nasty weather for you in Broward, it's moved to the north, taking the storms with it. Right now, the Big Bend area, the Panhandle, and even the southeastern states dealing with the rain. Fortunately, we did need the rain. We got it. Caused a few problems out there on the roads and the highways, as you can see from the video we just showed you. This is the temperatures right now: 76 in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, 75 in West Kendall, 75 in Pembroke Pines. Right now, the good news is radar is clear and dry to start off your Friday. Things are going to be changing tonight, though. We'll get to that in a second. Southeasterly flow 12 to 15 miles an hour. You can see we're still going to be dealing with the humidity and the warmth, a mix of sun and clouds, warm, breezy, and humid. As a cold front approaches tonight, this one right here, we are expecting some storminess tonight into tomorrow morning, but then turning breezy and cooler by Saturday night into Sunday. The front will actually slide on through, so much cooler, breezy, and dry. And of course, we move our clocks forward an hour, and then early next week, breezy sunshine stays dry and nice thanks to a ridge of high pressure building in behind that cold front. So today, 85 degrees, warm and sticky out there. Small craft caution if you're boating, a moderate chop on the bays. And for tonight, 70 degrees, becoming cloudy, showers and storms developing. By the way, tonight, Feast with the Beast taking place at Miami Metro Zoo to benefit the Zoological Society. Carnival on the Mile kicks off, as well as Gables Gallery Night. Carnival on the Mile will be all weekend long, so Sunday's probably your best bet to head over to the Mile in Coral Gables. 72 going to be dropping thanks to that cold front. 76 by Monday. Tuesday, 79 degrees and 81 on Wednesday. You can always go to CBS4.com, click on weather. Right there, you'll have access to our weather forecast and the radar, which is right now pretty calm and quiet. Let's see if it's calm and quiet for your early morning drive. Happy Friday, Christina Loren.
Good morning to you and happy Friday, Lisette. We have an accident with injuries on I-95 southbound at State Route 860 in Miami. This has been moved to the shoulder, but traffic is slowing down around this area this morning. Meanwhile, on I-95 northbound, traffic is moving along nicely all the way from Fort Lauderdale up through Deerfield Beach. It will currently take you about 22 minutes on I-95 northbound to get from I-595 to Hillsborough Boulevard. And traffic is moving right along all the way to the Sawgrass Expressway. That's northbound I-95 this morning. Meanwhile, let's take a look at 95 in Dade County through the Golden Glades. You can see traffic here also moving up to speed. That's your latest traffic on George's mother's birthday. Happy birthday to you, Mrs. Estevez, and back to you two.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Christina. Hey, at 5:48, let's talk about our cities here in South Florida. This morning, controversy in Coral Gables, if you live there. The police department is banning tattoos. Listen to this story. A new policy states that new recruits to the police department can't have tattoos that can't be covered up. And it keeps current officers from getting new ones. Some officers are afraid the new rule will keep new officers from joining the force. They can't have the tattoos. The department says it's all about image.
Tattoos has become more prevalent, and so it's always very important for the police department, especially the Coral Gables Police Department, to look at the image that we're actually portraying to the public. And basically, tattoos doesn't fall in line with the image that we want to give out to the community.
I think it's going to cause the city to lose some good applicants because, like I said, people are coming out of the military, serving in Iraq and Afghanistan, and may get a United States flag somewhere on their body, and the department's now scrutinizing those applicants, and I think that's going to be
Tongue piercings and nose rings are also banned, by the way. We checked and found out several other law enforcement agencies in South Florida have similar policies. Cynthia?
Thanks, George. The Carnival on the Mile will have its official kickoff concert in Coral Gables tonight, so get ready. You can check out the Hot 8 Brass Band and Soul Rebels, among others, at the Ponce de Leon Circle. The concert goes on from 7 to 11, and then you get your rest because starting at 10 tomorrow morning, the action continues on Miracle Mile. There will be jazz, there will be art, fine food, plenty of entertainment to keep you busy until midnight, and plenty for the kids to do, and hey, some people to meet.
Yeah. Hey, lights, camera, action. The stars hit the red carpet for a special movie viewing in Fort Lauderdale. Miami music moguls Emilio and Gloria Estefan were on hand last night for the American premiere of the documentary 90 Mile. Emilio Estefan directed the tribute film to Cuban music, which also features music by Latin artists, including a very well-known Latin artist, his wife, Gloria.
Who? I've never heard of her.
Yeah. So good luck. It should be a really good movie to watch, especially if you're Cuban or familiar with the Cuban culture.
Like living in South Florida?
See, that's where I was going.
Hey, acupuncture isn't just for pain anymore.
How some are using acupuncture to look young again. And
we want to hear from you. Just send us an email at cbs4mornings@cbs.com. Might even read it on the air. It's dark and early this morning for you at 5:51, but it's Friday. Woo!
I'm Jeff Katz. For 33 years, Dolphin Carpet and Tile has been installing floor covering quicker and better than anyone. If you need new flooring, come to Dolphin Carpet and Tile. Our pros will install it for you. I'm way too old for that.
Next, E.T. and the Insider. George Clooney on rumors he's gay. Then, every day. A 90210 star's face paralyzed. Chilling home movies. Plus, Patrick Swayze, the latest. Next, E.T. and Insider.
Starting tonight at 7 on CBS 4.
Ashley Furniture Home Store is celebrating 63 years in one momentous occasion. It's the anniversary event, and you can take advantage of no interest till 2012. See for yourself why Ashley's been around for 63 years. We design style, we provide selection, we deliver value. Check out our selection of sofas or complete living room packages and dazzling dining room groups. And with delivery today, every day, you can't afford to miss the celebration that's been 63 years in the making. Right now at your Ashley Furniture Home Store.
Taste Papa John's perfect pan pizza and experience Pandemonium. A large pan crust, deep enough to pile on the toppings, and zesty Robusto sauce. One taste and you'll be a pan fan. Get a large 3-topping pan pizza, only $12.99. It's better than ever. And shoot for 2. Buy 2 20-ounce Cokes online and get a free Coke Zero.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Pandemonium. Taste it.
Honey, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Yeah, I just had a bad dream. I'm gonna go check on the kids. Here it is.
What's that?
Oh, you know, that life insurance we talked about?
Life Choice from Colonial Penn?
The one we really liked, right? Look, this is whole life insurance. We can't just rely on my coverage at work.
With Life Choice, we'd have coverage that we can count on and a premium that's locked in. No increases ever.
She's right. If you're between the ages of 18 and 75, you can apply for up to $25,000 of coverage with Life Choice from Colonial Penn. Your rate can never go up, and your coverage can never go down or be canceled. It's permanent whole life insurance. It has a locked-in benefit and a locked-in rate. You can apply for up to $25,000 in coverage at an affordable rate with no medical exam. Just answer a few simple health questions. Once accepted, your coverage is permanent with no rate increase ever. And it builds cash value, too. Call now for free information.
Getting Life Choice will put both our minds at ease.
Call 1-800-357-1653 for free information and our free beneficiary planner. Or visit colonialpenn.com. That's 1-800-357-1653. There's no obligation. Call now.
After February 2009, antenna TVs stopped working. Only this box converts them to digital. Find out how to get one with this discount coupon. Call this number or visit this website. Make sure your TV is DTV.
I'm Jeff Katz. 33 years ago, I founded Dolphin Carpet and Tile. Our founding philosophy is still the same. We sell all types of flooring for less than anyone. We stand behind our products, and we appreciate your business. Come and see us at Dolphin Carpet and Tile.
This morning, there's a significant development in the question over whether childhood vaccines can cause autism.
Government health officials have admitted that childhood vaccines worsened a rare disorder that eventually led to autism-like symptoms in a Georgia girl. Well, the girl's mother and now 5,000 other families with similar experiences are seeking compensation. The government has not confirmed a direct link between the vaccines and autism. So far, this only happened in one particular case. All women are encouraged to attend a health conference today in South Florida. There's going to be information on issues like cancers affecting women, HIV/AIDS, and domestic violence. The conference will take place at FIU's North Campus from 8 this morning until 5 this afternoon. The main discussion at FIU's North Campus will be the high rate of cervical cancer among Haitian women and the lack of health insurance in the Haitian American community.
This is an ancient therapy used to treat everything from headaches to anxiety.
Now, some people are calling acupuncture the fountain of youth. CBS 4 health specialist Dr. Sean Kniff explains the acupuncture facelift.
These dozens of strategically placed needles may look like torture, but it's really a quick and painless way to make skin tighter and younger looking.
I think it's amazing, and I really have tried so many other alternatives.
40-year-old Terry Ackerman discovered the procedure by accident. She was initially trying to ease pain in her neck and jaw.
It did have cosmetic benefits as a sort of added benefit.
It's called an acupuncture facelift. The needles known for relieving pain are now becoming a popular beauty treatment.
Acupuncture needles are very tiny and they're coated with silicone, so they glide right in.
According to Chinese medicine experts, wrinkles are caused by a weakness and imbalance of qi, an energy that nourishes cells through pathways called meridians.
When we stimulate certain points on different meridians, we see an increase in blood flow and this qi energy to the face. By bringing more blood flow to those places, you can firm up and tighten muscles.
These before and after photos show what an acupuncture facelift can do. And for Terry, it was a more natural way to a more youthful appearance with an added bonus.
You feel very energized afterwards.
Dr. Sean Kniff, CBS 4 News This Morning.
All right, is it done?
Cynthia's not a fan of needles.
I just freak out a little.
Hey, if it works, why not?
Hey, it's been around forever. It must be doing something right, right?
5:57 right now. We found potentially the most expensive gas in the country.
Great. Where to not go and how much it costs.
And forget a recount, huh? Florida may be doing a revote.
Oh, boy.
Who would have to foot the bill and why they're not happy about it? Would you be happy if you had to pay $20 million? The News at 6 is next on a Friday morning. Hopefully you're up and you're in a fantastic mood.
Pino Flooring's President's Day blowout sale is going on now. Shop the largest inventory of top quality products at wholesale prices. No matter what you want, Pino's got it. Hurry in to Pino Flooring's President's Day sale.
I have seen a 7-year-old boy come in for a routine eye exam. He hopped up in my chair and told me that he sees fine. I have seen that same 7-year-old boy try on his new glasses, look into the mirror, and see for the first time that he has freckles. I'll never forget his face. I'm Dr. Kevin Wright, and I have seen.
Kevin Charles Fine Upholstery is now available at City Furniture.
Each sofa is handcrafted with care, using interlocking hardwood frames, the finest foams, and the most luxurious fabrics. The result is a sofa that sits as good as it looks.
You deserve the best. Kevin Charles Fine Upholstery, available exclusively at City Furniture.
Pino Flooring's President's Day blowout sale is going on now. Shop the largest inventory of top quality products at wholesale prices. No matter what you want, Pino's got it. Hurry in to Pino Flooring's President's Day sale.
Shannon Horry and Antonio Mora, weeknights only on CBS 4 News.
All right, good morning. I'm George Estevez.
And I'm Cynthia Demas. Here's what's making news right now. A South Florida attorney is missing this morning. We're live with why police are calling this suspicious.
I'm Lisette Gonzalez in the Storm Center. Boy, was it stormy across Broward yesterday with heavy rain and flooding. Miami-Dade also dealing with some showers. What about today? Have things quieted down? Are we expecting more in the way of storminess? And is there a cool down on the way? I'll let you know if you're going to need that sweater this weekend in the forecast coming up.
And some new clues this morning into who's responsible for the explosion in Times Square. What information was mailed to Capitol Hill?
And the American Baby Fairs in South Florida. This hour, we'll have a sneak preview of the event and all the goodies for parents and their little ones.
So cute. CBS 4 News This Morning starts right now. Wake up.
From Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys, this is South Florida's CBS 4 News.
Baby's waking up all over the place this morning at 6 o'clock. It is March 7th. Thank you so much for waking up and watching.
Adults waking up too. Lisette Gonzalez is going to let the babies and the adults know what the weather is going to be like. Good morning, Lisette.
Good morning, George and Cynthia, and happy Friday to all of you at home as you're waking up. I'm sure that is going to make your day, grabbing your cup of coffee, getting ready for work, for school, or running errands. Well, this is what took place yesterday. Don't be scared by this picture. This is not what's going on today. But yes, Broward, you know what I'm talking about. Heavy flooding, over 4 inches of rain in just Hollywood alone, and Fort Lauderdale over 3 inches of rain. But fortunately, the warm front that led to some of these storms has moved to the north. It's taken the storms with it right now. Most of the action is around the Panhandle area, and even for the southeastern states. We are dealing with really dry, calm, quiet conditions to start off your Friday for your early morning rush. Temperatures warming up already to the mid to upper 70s. So yeah, it's a little on the mild side and breezy out there. 8 to 16 miles an hour, helping to usher in that moisture. Feels very tropical this morning. This afternoon will be toasty and muggy. 85 degrees this evening. Spotty shower becoming stormy tonight, even into tomorrow morning. But then Saturday night, we're expecting a cool down because of a cold front. We'll let you know how chilly or how cool it's going to be coming up right now. Let's check in with Christina Loren and see how your early morning drive is looking. Any problems just yet, Christina?
Actually, we're incident-free at this time, Lisette. That's good news for a Friday morning, a casual Friday morning. Watch out for the cones today in Fort Lauderdale on State Route 84 eastbound between I-95 and Southwest 4th Avenue. You'll find closures here between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. as this area undergoes construction. And traffic on the southbound turnpike currently moving without delay all the way from I-595 to the Palmetto Expressway. You can see that here indicated by the green. And let's take a live look now at the Dolphin Expressway at Milam Dairy Road. You can see this traffic, all these headlights headed eastbound this morning. That's your latest traffic for CBS 4 Traffic. I'm Christina Loren.
This morning, our top story is the search for this woman on your screen. The South Florida attorney has not been seen or heard from in 2 days. Police were called out to her home in Plantation, and now they're calling her disappearance suspicious.
Yeah, CBS 4's Shari Williams joins us live from outside that home. And Shari, why are police calling this suspicious? They think foul play is involved here.
Well, Cynthia and George, investigators say that they found evidence that a struggle took place inside the garage here at this home. Of course, that gives them the indication that something foul indeed happened. Now let's show you her picture once again. This is the picture of Melissa Britt Lewis. She's a lawyer in Fort Lauderdale. A friend tells us Lewis lived a quiet life with no children. She isn't married, and that she went through an uneventful divorce about a year ago. Another suspicious detail, her SUV was found a short distance from her house. Now there was no sign of Melissa, and police are now combing that vehicle looking for any other clues. She was last seen on Wednesday. A friend says that she actually went to the Publix and then came home, and that was the last anyone heard from her. We spoke with a neighbor this morning who tells us that this news is very disturbing.
Thing in the morning, it's kind of a scary thing to hear that someone that you live within blocks of is reported missing. It's disturbing. It's quite disturbing.
And police have very few details on Melissa Britt Lewis's whereabouts. That's why they're asking help from you, from those of you at home. If you have any information about this missing person, you're asked to call the Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. We're live in Plantation. Shari Williams, CBS 4 News This Morning.
All right, Shari, at 6:04, Fort Lauderdale police are looking for a third person who beat and robbed a man outside a convenience store. Surveillance video shows what happened. It's from February 8th. You can see the victim outside the store. He's confronted by two guys who rough him up and take his wallet. Police arrested one of those two guys, Bruce Antonio Jones. Police say he's the one who put the victim in a chokehold in that video. Well, they also arrested Rivki Tamar. Police say he was acting as a lookout during the attack. The third suspect, the other guy who attacked him, who you saw in the surveillance video, that's the one who's on the loose this morning.
The man accused of shooting and killing his neighbor after a dispute over their lawn is back home this morning. Remember this story? Lee Macon's attorney says a grand jury now did not recommend any charges because the jurors believe Macon shot and killed his neighbor in self-defense. On February 7th, police say Macon shot his neighbor Jerome Jackson in Lauderdale Lakes. The two had an ongoing feud over the property line and the length of the grass.
In this morning's Campaign 08 coverage at 6:05 on a Friday, there is more buzz you're waking up to behind the rumors of Governor Charlie Crist being the potential Republican vice president. Crist stood side by side with GOP nominee John McCain yesterday. Look at him. He's in the video right there. McCain made a stop at a West Palm Beach diner to continue his fight for Florida. McCain deflected questions about Governor Crist. McCain's camp says, look, we haven't even outlined how to go about picking a running mate at this point.
Senator John McCain may have locked up the Republican nomination, but the Democratic race is headed for one big photo finish. And now, guess what? Florida is going to be at the center of